been on Facebook. I follow the Humane Society page. I follow most rescue pages. I'm constantly looking at dogs and showing Jason all the time all these dogs. Just something about when I saw his picture, just something in his face just said, "I belong at your home."
Yeah.
Just something about him said, "Please, I belong at your house. Come get me." It was just something in his eyes just hit me, and just for days I would look at his picture and I kept saying, "Well, if he's there tomorrow, we'll go. If he's there tomorrow, we'll go. If it was there tomorrow, we'll go." And I sat down with Jason and we talked about it. And we were like, well, it's a responsibility. We do have a service dog, and we already have another dog, and we have to think of all our pros and our cons. And then Memorial Day weekend came, and they had the veterans thing, and we talked about it, and I was like, Jason, it's God. God said y'all have to have this dog. It's like it hit. It was a sign, and I woke up early at my usual 3 a.m. on Sunday morning, and I was looking through pictures, and then I saw his picture with the Burger King crown on, and I knew. I was like, yeah, we got to go get that dog. And I sent Jason the text.
Yeah, I was standing outside with him and our little one, Bentley, and she sent me a text with the picture of Junior with the crown on and said, "I need a Junior Whopper." And I'm like, I didn't even text her back. I just walked into the house. I said, "What time do they open, and when can we go check him out?" Well, I was like, "When can we go get him?" But the whole way here, we're like, well, what if there's some reason we can't take him home? What if there's some reason that we're just not able to give him a home? And when we walked in and asked for a specific dog, and everybody was all about Junior Whopper, I'm like, dude, it just felt right. People have the conception, like me, I'm a combat vet with PTSD, that I'm broken, I have these issues, and they have that conception with shelter pets that they're broken and no good too, and it just, I don't know, it kind of makes me feel whole.
I mean, they each have their own unique gift that they bring to our home. I mean, it's to me, they're like children. You adopt because they're special. There's something different about each one of them. They all have to acclimate to each surroundings. Some of them are special in different ways. They all have different traits and different aspects, and each of them have something special they bring differently to the group and to the home. I like younger dogs. They have a lot of life in them, but to me, senior animals, there's just a lot of love there. They still have left to give.
Yeah.
And especially in a shelter environment, they
get overlooked so much.
It's kind of like black dog syndrome. They're overlooked. People are like, well, they don't have a lot of life left. There's going to have a lot wrong with them. And then, like, Junior, we heard, he had arthritis in his hips. And, a lot of people think that discourages and then there's something wrong with him. And, honestly, there's not. He plays. He rolls around on his back. He plays around. I mean,
like nothing.
He's a good boy. He play, and to me, senior dogs still have a lot of life, and they're overlooked a lot by a lot of people, and I believe that they deserve just as much chance as the puppies.
Kind of the way I look at it is, we don't discard our old and just forget about them. I mean, senior, he's just like a senior human. He wants love, and he's still active, and he's still capable of doing stuff.
Him and Grant will play tug of war with the ropes.
Yes. And Junior gives Grant a run for his money.
Yeah. For him to be an older guy, he like I said, he still has a lot. We call him very spry. He's very spry.
When we took him to the vet this morning, I had Grant, and Grant, is real docile on the leash and everything because he is a service dog and he is trained. And I was thinking, okay, Junior's an older dog, and I'm not going to have much problem. You should have seen me walking into the vet. Grant's by my side, and Junior's pulling me.
He's pulling,
he has
aren't
got
you, buddy?
some strength. I'm a big boy, but he pulled me.
He's a licker too. He's a loving dog. He's right there. If I get on the couch, he's right next to me. He's been really good about stuff. He'll
put his head on the opposite arm of the couch from where Pam sits, and Pam can, and he'll fold his paws like this, and Pam can literally lay on his back end, and he just lays there, and he'll turn around and lick her forehead, and then turn back around.
This is pretty much what they'll do.
Yeah.
And then they'll play. A rescue is the best dog, and a shelter is the best place to get a dog. I think more than anything in the world, a shelter is the best place to get a dog. You'll find you just have to. You can just go in there and just look. I know it hurts to look at her. It hurts to see them all, and you want to take them with you, but you can find some of the best companions and your best friends are in a shelter, because most of them are not there because of something they did. Most of them are there because somebody couldn't, take care of them the way they need to.
Or somebody didn't understand the responsibilities.
Didn't understand the responsibilities of an animal, or could, any amount of things. 9 times out of 10, it is not the animal's fault that the animal is in the shelter.
When we took Junior to the vet this morning,
he was shaking. I was like, "We're not leaving you."
We had to comfort him because he was shaking so bad.
I was like, "We're not leaving
and
you here."
On the way here, we were both worried that he would think we were bringing him back to stay.
And I was like, "We would not leave him." I was like, "Never." That was my fear. I was like, "But we're never, ever, ever."
No,
he's
part of our.
I think he's our brood.
Now,
He's been branded. Yeah. He's got all our dogs have the same collars. They have the same tags, the same orthopedic bed, the same leashes.
One of them cannot have something different than the other. The only one that has something different is Grant's vest. That's his safety vest.
But I believe shelter animals are like the best animals in the whole world.
Don't let stigmas around shelter animals, don't let them deter you from getting a shelter dog, or cat, or whatever you prefer. They all need love, and I'd hope if somebody turned me out or surrendered me somewhere, that somebody else would want me.
And also with a shelter animal, people need to realize that they are shelter pets, and they do need time.
Yes.
You can't just pick them up and expect them to be completely housebroken and completely, not chew on something. It's like.
We just got lucky because he's.
We were very fortunate. We've not had one issue with Junior. And you may get lucky, but not all of them are that way. They live in a shelter, and a lot of times you have to rehouse train them, and you do have to teach them they can't chew, and you do have to teach them how to live in a home and with things.
Especially if you have other pets.
Especially if you have other pets, and especially if it's a puppy, and they take time and they take patience, and if you don't have the time for one, don't commit to something you don't have time for.
Don't bite off more than you can chew.